Hi, this is Tom Hoskins for Mining Journal. I'm here with Tony Brisson, who's president and CEO of SOQUEM, which is a pure play exploration company owned by the Quebec government through its vehicle Investissement Québec. Hi, Tony. How are you doing?
Hi, Tom. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very well, thanks. Pleasure to have you with us. So, for our viewers who are not familiar with SOQUEM, maybe you could just start by giving us an overview of um, of the organization, explaining a little bit about what it was set up to deliver.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's a lot to say, but I would say that SOQUEM, as you mentioned, is a subsidiary of Investissement Québec. We were created in 1965, so 60 years ago. Our mission, it's the same since 1965, is to promote the exploration, the discovery, and the development of the province's mineral resources. We focus on innovation, research, and strategic minerals to guide our future now. Since the beginning, we participated in numerous discoveries of important deposits, seven of which have been mined in seven different commodities: gold, copper, zinc, nickel, salt, niobium, and diamonds. So creating wealth for the province of Quebec, and it shows you the span of SOQUEM's activities. Recently, we advanced one lithium project, which is named Mont Blanc project, developed with Sayona Mining, and one rare earth project called the Quijibo project. Actually, our portfolio consists into 50 plus mining properties across the entire province, covering more than 600,000 hectares across the province from north to south, including gold, base metal, and critical and strategic minerals projects. Many of them are worked through partnerships, and I speak a little bit more about partnership later. Our span of work cover from project generation to economic studies, so vertical integration of the entire exploration cycle. We have our own geological team, and we also have a logistical department, including geomatic, community relation, administration, etc. Approximately 25 to 30 employees, depending on the season, located in two different offices in Quebec. An important element is the fact that SOQUEM is working closely with Investissement Québec, our sole shareholder, and the Quebec government as well in the Quebec plan for the development of critical and strategic minerals. For the last, I would say, 5, 6 years, we increased our effort for CSM's exploration, and we do expect to keep the same pacing in the future, de-risking the province and the country for the CSM supplies and the decarbonation as well. So that's
Yeah,
general tour of SOQUEM.
yeah, no, that's great. Thank you, Tony. I mean, yeah, you touched a lot on the different commodities, different metals that you've got in the ground there. What else would you say makes Quebec such an attractive mining jurisdiction?
Uh, for an old geologist like me, I would say the first thing first is the geological potential of the province, considering the dimension of the Quebec province and the different geological ages covering in the surface. Uh, that's the main aspect to me. But also regarding investors, definitely Quebec is a leader for the user-friendly access to an extensive public geological database, which is free. Uh, Quebec is a safe and stable jurisdiction with a large span of geological possibility for any commodity. Uh, we also provide the Quebec province also provide numerous incentives to help companies to invest in the province. And I would say that the overall quality of the manpower and the overall knowledge in mining and exploration is certainly something to mention. We have university and colleges providing the training for our geologists and technical people.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for that, Tony. Maybe you could just go on to talk a little bit about how SOQUEM is able to reduce geological risk.
I think it's time to speak about partnership now. Uh, Partnership is in SOQUEM DNA for many decades. Most of our projects were developed through partnership. Active partners actually include majors company, such as Glencore, for example, to many junior company from everywhere, from Australia, Quebec, Canada, United States, etc. We definitely have also an extensive experience and know-how to explore the territory. Considering our 60 years of experience, we know about everything regarding the legal aspects, the permitting, the let's say the access to territory. We have a good reputation and a good credibility across the entire province and communities. We also have our own team of geoscientists. So we have the capacity to bring a project from generation to discovery and beyond. Our business model include partnerships at all stage of project work or development. In that way, we can share expertise, expenses, and success. Just to give you an example for the record, a company interested in Quebec exploration can communicate with SOQUEM and develop a partnership with us through a GV agreement on a specific project owned by SOQUEM or owned by the other company. An area of interest, for example, for a specific commodity. So we are open to any kind of partnership.
Yeah, okay, that's clear. I mean, so clearly there's the geological risk benefits there. Do you have a sort of list of other benefits for a potential partner in working with SOQUEM?
Definitely something interesting for a partner is the stable and recurrent financing provided by Investissement Québec to SOQUEM, provide a long-term stability for a reliable partnership, definitely for risk management and financing. So we are here since 60 years and we will be there for many years to come. And this kind of stability definitely help for developing partnership. The fact that we can manage the project from A to Z, considering that we have our own team of geo, we have our logistic department, we can take care about anything regarding permitting, geomatic, communities relation, etc. is definitely a benefit for a company who wants to work in Quebec.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's really interesting stuff, Tony. We're just coming to the end of our time, sadly, but I just want to ask you a final question to wrap up. I know you've talked about the focus on CRMs recently in Quebec. Could you talk a little bit more about that? And has this been a recent shift? And is that really the kind of extent of the focus, or are you still looking at other projects as well outside of the CRM bubble?
Definitely, we are very active in gold and as well. Let's say base metal is very important for SOQUEM, considering the fact that we have smelters located in the Quebec province. So it's something that we are looking at, and the fact that we are still working in gold, considering the huge potential in Quebec province for this specific commodity, make it very important for SOQUEM. And certainly we have the know-how for gold exploration in Quebec. Other than this, we are almost commodity agnostic. As I said before, our active portfolio include many commodities, and we're certainly open to other commodities as well. considering the markets and everything. Of course, the recent success include some lithium projects such as Mont Blanc in partnership with Sayona Mining. We also work right next to Winsome Adina deposit. We have a project in partnership with Azimuth Exploration called the Adina deposit. And we intersect impressive lithium intersects such as 1.62% lithium over 158 meters. So that's part of a success in CSM. And we actively working on 3 flagship projects owned 100% by SOQUEM. One of them is a nickel, copper, cobalt PG project called the Cardinal project, which is a brand new discovery made by SOQUEM in the last 2 years. We also have a VMS zinc, silver, copper, gold project called Wagazik. We are very active on those both projects, and we do estimate that we will have a resource calculation completed in 2026. In gold area, we also have a flagship project called the Desmarais Lac Short project, which shows actually huge potential for quick delivery of decent resources as well. It's located near an existing mill, so it's not low-hanging fruit, but it's something that we have the facility to work with. So yeah, and the fact is, another point I would mention is the Quebec province hosts all the service provider for doing good exploration work, and it's something to mention, definitely.
Good stuff. Okay, Tony, well, thank you so much for your time today. That was really fascinating. I'm sure our viewers will agree, but just remains for me to thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tom. It was a real pleasure to meet you today and speak a little bit about SOQUEM.
Great stuff. Well, hopefully our paths will cross again before too long. But until then, that concludes this video for Mining Journal. Goodbye.